Hello and good day. Welcome to the Super Good Camping Podcast. My name is Pamela.
I'm Tim.
And we are from supergoodcamping.com. We're here because we're on a mission to inspire other people to enjoy camping adventures such as we have as a family. And today it's just Tim and I, and we're just going to talk a little bit about what we've been doing.
Yeah, it's a kind of a catch up. We're back.
Catch up.
And
Heinz.
And we'll preview some of the guests we're going to have on this year. So, what did we do this summer?
Well, I have not done any camping yet this year, but that's going to change soon.
It is.
And we did go to a cottage for a week up in the Muskokas, which is really beautiful. We love it up there for camping or for cottaging. And we did some boating and we did some fishing, and somebody caught fish. Somebody didn't catch any fish. And
the small ones.
We did some swimming. We did some
hanging out and chilling stuff.
Chilling, sitting in the Muskoka chairs, looking at the lake.
Yeah. A bit of reading. What else do we play? Board games. A little bit of board game
Went
action.
to farmers market.
Oh, we went over to we managed to when Thomas and I. One of the other things we did was Thomas and I went and did the what's it called? Lift and paddle? No, paddle and lift.
Lock and paddle.
Lock and paddle. That's it, in Peterborough, which is a very cool thing. You should check it out. And we managed to hook up with Corey from Halliburton Paddle Shop, because I'm sure I've talked about it before. I've got a paddle I made back when I was young enough to be in Scouts. And it was getting pretty binged up around the edges, and it was starting to get some water penetration in. So I thought I was going to end up having to strip it down and stuff, and I wasn't particularly interested in doing that. So Corey said he could fix it up for me. So we met up with them there and handed off the paddle, and because we were already up in Muskoka, it wasn't that big of a deal to get over to his shop. So an hour and change, something like that. Mm-hmm. So we went over. My paddle is beautiful. It's no longer gloss. It's a satin finish to it. Looks fantastic. It's just and all the edges aren't beat to crap anymore. So that was cool. Smooth. Yeah. What else? Thomas and I went with two other people and did a 7 night 8 day in Killarney, a sort of a loop around the mountain that the crack is on. That was an interesting experience. That's all I will say. It's always good to get outside, so that's it for that.
I've seen some beautiful photos from it.
Yeah, it was a mix of weather though. Wow. We had some downpours. There was one point where it was raining so hard that in very short order, 15 minutes maybe, there was more water than I'd ever seen in a canoe that hadn't capsized. I couldn't bail as fast as the water was coming down. It was insane.
On the Halliburton Paddle Shop trip, we went to the Wolf Center, which was at Halliburton Forest. Is it? I think it's called Halliburton Forest.
Reserve or preserve or something like that.
Right. And so Wolf Center is really cool. So if you get a chance to go there, it's pretty neat. We there's lots of displays about wolves, and then there's an enclosure where you can, through glass, you can see the wolves, and we were fortunate enough that they were hanging around. Hanging around outside the enclosure as we were there. So it was pretty neat to be able to see them up close like that.
Yeah, it's got a nice little center inside too, where it describes whether it's different types of birds, other types of it's like rodents, other small animals, what have you, that they would find in their natural habitat. It was pretty cool.
Well, did you know that wolves can consume 20 pounds of meat in one sitting? We went to the keg for Brandon's birthday recently, and I was looking at that and going, how, do you even force that much food into you? Because they can sometimes go long stretches without eating, so they have to kind of gorge
the
at
wolves,
once. But
not our kids.
but yeah, 20 pounds of meat all at once.
Yeah, and they don't. So I happened to ask. I didn't see any bowls of water or any natural
springs
or anything like that, and apparently they really don't drink in between. They get enough moisture from their eating to keep them going. Which is pretty wild.
Pretty neat.
There you go. I think that's pretty much all we did this summer.
We've did.
We've did. To use your words, Tim. Good Englishing. We did. We are. Pamela's actually going to go camping with me.
He's dragging me into the backcountry again.
We're gonna take another shot at just a light duty one. We're gonna go. I actually literally just booked it today. We're gonna do the Massasauga 3 nights. I think that's what I booked. Yeah.
See,
I don't care. Just go. Yeah, 3 nights, easy. You know, it's a single portage, 300 some odd meters, so pretty easy. Yeah, just hang out in our new tent.
And we hope it's going to be nice weather and not downpours. And
we don't care. We are happy to just be out there. Somebody else might hope it's going to be nice. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we get lucky. Fall's looking like it might be a little bit weird. It's kind of already started, except today being Sunday, the 15th today, September 15th, something like that. Yeah, it's like 20. I think we're a high of 26 degrees or 27 degrees Celsius, which is pretty nuts for the middle of September. Yeah, and what else do we? So we got some new gear this year. Not a ton, not because we already own a ton. But we had to get a new tent. Thomas and I did I don't know if that was before we went into hiatus or what. We did. Thomas and I went and did a Orca course. Got our level 4 with Greg from the Organic Boat Shop, and then we went and did a wilderness first aid. It was like a 40 hours, two solid weekends up in Albion Hills Conservation Area. We took our trusty orange Black Diamond tent, and I had resealed the seams in it because I had noticed that they were peeling last year. That's about the only place it didn't leak from. So we ended up having to buy a new tent. I figured, you know what, we'll get one that's lighter, and we'll upscale a little bit. So we bought I couldn't tell you what model it is. It's a 3-man Nemo tent. Ridiculous amount of money, just for the record, but man, it weighs nothing. It's incredibly light. Feels pretty durable. I'll do a review on it at some point, but so we'll take that on our backcountry trip, and I literally just bought Eureka No Bug Zone through Amazon. They had them on sale, and Dennis Canoe Hound, Dennis Rogers, he had I don't know what you call it, an associate link or something like that, but he makes a couple of nickels off of it, and it doesn't cost me anymore. So there you go. I used that as an excuse to go and buy the No Bug Zone. Also, more reason to get the young lady out with me because she's a bit of a bug magnet. Not that I expect we'll see any in October.
Yeah, and then we've got some of our returning guests that we love, and we've got some new people coming.
Yeah, we do. We've got so the next episode that will air is Woody Ellis. Pretty cool dude. He's got a thing called Woody Walks. He's doing a trek 2,000 plus miles in order to raise awareness and money for charities related to mental health, which is a fabulous thing. It's certainly close to our hearts. Man, you know what? We might even try to do a live stream at some point, or maybe 2 if it's successful. I don't know. If you have any suggestions along that, because I don't know when we try to not interfere with other people's live streams. So I don't know what day we try to do it. But if you have any suggestions, shoot us an email, hi@supergoodcamping.com. That's hi@supergoodcamping.com.
That's my one.
That's you're out of your job now. Or you can, if you happen to be listening to us on Spotify, I don't know exactly how the deal works, but you can text us and we can actually respond to that one. Or you can send us a text on Buzzsprout as well, but we can only respond to it by taping it into the next episode. I'm still not loving that, but whatever. Yeah, we're going to talk to we've loosely set up a lot of things. We haven't booked them. We've only got Camper Christina. We've got her booked. We're going to tape her episode this coming week. She'll air in 2 or 3 weeks probably. And Dennis Rogers is going to come have a yak with us. And then I'm hoping to do a bunch of. We talked to Tori Baird, Paddle Like a Girl. Oh man, I can't even remember. I think Rob from In the Outside, we were talking about some other activities, not just necessarily backcountry camping that you might do. I'm hoping we can get a couple of campers, Nate and Jen on. Tyler from Camp Kitsch. Spoke to Cliff Jacobson, who's kind of. I always liken him to like the Americans version of Kevin Callan or like some sort of thing like that. He's extremely knowledgeable. What else we're going to do? I also am hoping we can have a yak with. So we do the Toronto Outdoor Adventure Show. We do an episode with Fred every year, and I'm hoping there's a new show coming, the Hamilton Adventure Expo. It looks like it's probably a little more specialized in that sort of backcountry or adventurer sort of thing. So I'm hoping we can have a yak with them at some point.
And maybe we'll end up going to some of these.
What, maybe? I've already booked my time off work to go, man. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably about it for me.
Yeah, I think that's it for us for today.
All right, cool. So there you go. We're back, and
we're back.
Yeah, new episodes coming out shortly.
After our record-breaking first season in terms of duration, endurance.
Yeah.
This one may not be quite as long.
It won't be 3.5 years long. I can guarantee that. I will be completely honest. I was getting pretty burnt out. Just life in general, between work, the podcast is quite a bit of work, and because I had so many guest episodes sitting in the bank, they take a lot more work, a lot more time to edit and publish and whatnot. So we're not going to do that this time. This is probably going to be, I would hazard it's going to be a 9 or 10 months run for this one, and we'll probably take the summer off again. And I won't be, I will be trying to put out 2 or 3 weeks tops from the time we record somebody, like a guest episode, to the time that we air that episode. So I'm going to pace myself a little bit this year. We'll see if I may not. I'm an idiot. I may just go, it's fine. It's fine.
All right. On that note, that's it for us for today. We'll talk to you again soon. Please do reach out to us if you ever want to talk to us. We are at hi@supergoodcamping.com. That's hi@supergoodcamping.com. And we're on all those social media. So feel free to reach out to us at supergoodcamping with no G on Twitter because they wouldn't let us have the extra letter. And on Instagram, we're at super_good_camping. And we are on YouTube and we are on Facebook. And we'd be happy to talk to you anywhere you want to talk to us. And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.
Bye.